Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So today, now the first time we see our program for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I am going to start with today's show. So our senior man legend, do they call him Emmanuel Petit? Now come and secondly advice the Mateta, Edu Gaspar, Richard Garlic, and whoever is actually in charge. They're going to say Arsenal will dethrone Manchester City if they sign Osimhen and Nico Williams. Say now the only two players will actually they hold Arsenal back. So the question now becomes, do you subscribe to this line of thought? Do you believe that we'll sign these two players? We are going to get to the promised land. Some people will say yes, some people say no, but the truth is, it may not necessarily be these two players, but we need two people in those positions. Number one, we need a striker. Like this will not be something we talk saying people know. Everybody knows this. Even Ateta knows this. Education knows this. That we need a striker. You get, and we with the Gbera, we good die. You get, so that one will be secrets. When you look at the way back at the play, you see say back are being powered by Yamin Lamar. You get, look at the likes of Real Madrid. They're powered by now. They're powered by Mbappe. If Mbappe know the work, Vinicius Junior day. If those two don't even better, the Valverde day, you get all those Rodrigo. Like people still play to if you make things happen. Arsenal, Martinelli, I don't know. Martinelli once upon a time, the guy like bow. I don't just know this time around. In confidence don't deep somehow. I don't know why. Because normal, when they get two outlets, if Martinelli know they go, Saka will they go. Now, people at Arsenal, fans alike and pundits are saying the amount of internal support Ben White is giving Bukayo Saka, say Martinelli no get somebody to give and that type of support, which is why that Martinelli wing is somewhat less productive. I don't know whether you subscribe to that line of thought. I am tempted to believe that because when you see the way Ben White they support Saka, who they support Martinelli like that? Or if not Trossard they play there, who they support Trossard like that? These are some of the questions, some of the talking points on the front burner. And we don't want that type of thing to happen next season. Now, another different people with a different school of thoughts go talk say the reason why Martinelli is not getting so much support down his own flank is because whoever is playing behind him in Zinchenko is doing an inverted role, entering the midfield instead of bumping and giving him an alternate pathway. These are some of the discussions you get. Some people are even saying Arteta should remove that inverted kidney, forget them, play the traditional way so that Martinelli will have so much support the same way Ben White. Imagine say Ben White they play inverted midfield player, fullback with the invert, call midfield. Will Bukayo Saka be getting adequate support to beat the people they gang up on now? So I try to give you different perspectives all over the different angles on why Martinelli is not flourishing as much as we want him to compared to the likes of Bukayo Saka. So these are all the different variables. So at the end of the day, it is left for Arteta to see how he will mitigate all these issues because we want Martinelli to be free. Martinelli is a good player. Just say, they that tricky. Even Saka don't say no, they that. Saka no, they. You don't see where Pedro to the dribble. You don't see where Rafael the dribble. Don't say Yamin the dribble. Don't say Vinicius Junior the dribble. Saka no the dribble now. You get so Saka need to. Even Nico Williams, don't see where the guy the bar left and right. You say you be different, like go confused now. You know that one is left cross. You know that one is right cross. Like Saka, I don't know say left and favorite foot. No be say no finish left and favorite foot. No be say no finish right. But Nico Williams, you know where you won't follow. Nico Williams is the same thing with Trossard. Left and right, the bar. Yeah, so more just the watch. At the end of the day, I know say we go sign striker. We can't afford to go into next season strikerless. Because me, I really count Hakayaba as a striker. We no get striker and make another life for you now because I dey give an Arsenal update. If you check the transfer window, we see what Manchester United they do. They are contemplating on getting a loan deal for Javi Simons. They still want to get Matthias De Ligt. Get they still want Man the para next season. This morning, Brentford player Ivan Toney don't tell Brentford say he won't join Man U. The same Man U don't sign Joshua Zexi. Next season is going to be a banger. We cannot afford to sit down. They observe, they see our opponents, they make moves. Next season go hot. Now, Emmanuel Petit don't talk all this thing, and now Arsenal put out the reports when he was saying is that Emmanuel Petit names 2 players Arsenal should sign to dethrone Manchester City. So that's what is there. Well, it is what it is. Now, tomorrow, Sunday, will be the final of the Euros. Yes. So England are going to be playing against Spain. Yes. So I think 8 p.m. Nigerian time. So this is going to be the likes of David Raya versus Declan Rice. Then, yes. So at the end of the day, well, may the best team win. Even though me, I support England based on our boys today. Now, even King Charles, now come as like make some speech to the England fans, but the content of the things wey Sky Sports dey talk say King Charles talk. Omo, sweet for my belly. I make I read some of the text. Now they say England striker Oli Watkins responded to King Charles' message to try and win the Euro 2024 final without a last-minute goal to avoid further stress for the nation. Now, insisting only victory matters and by all means. Now, when I read that statement and watch that video wey Sky Sports put out, obviously, I cannot play the video because of copyright infringement. I come the reason say, shey you no feel say this King Charles dey apply undue pressure onto the England faithful, like telling them only victory matters, like by all means, any I wan do am. If na to fake red card, if na to fake pen, say dem foul you make collect penalty, like any which way are desperate and desperados. So I don't really, e no really suit my relation because I felt we just normal pray for them, wish them Godspeed, like normal. So we come on talk and say, oh mama, by all means, so if I not win the competition, but I don't come back to England. Oh, but the thing just say me some. I don't know how I take see that report and what King Charles is telling the England players. It did somehow to me, but away from that, so what do you say? There has been an asking price for Mikel Marino, and apart from that, after this report put out by Football London that they give attribution to Spanish outlet Estadio Deportivo. Now the report is as thus: Arsenal have been told how much they must pay to sign Mikel Marino from Real Sociedad. Now, the Gunners have been linked to Marino over the past few weeks with Mikel Arteta, an admirer of talent and physicality. Now, with just 1 year remaining on his contract, Spanish outlet Estadio Deportivo claimed Real Sociedad wants 30 million euros, which is about 25 million pounds, to sell the 28-year-old. Now, and even gets a report from other sources say Arsenal won't pay 21 million from waiting at even the hear again. So that one came to me as is somewhat a surprise. So it is what it is. But now the question now becomes this kind of player, and I will say the money you don't do very, very cheap. Should Arsenal be pricing players like this if they won't sign up? Don't be say Arsenal will just go there, just pay the money. Fine. Some people go argue say CHUKS money no dey like that, to say this guy now just one small money, just 1 year remain for a contract, so we're not supposed to pay wetin dem dey tell us. You get, so at least we're supposed to fit price am also. So as I make I ask you now, do you subscribe to that, or if you say omo just go there, pay the money, carry the player, as long as na player wey you sef you talk say you want? So these are some of the talking points. In fact, even the year say Mikel Marino don tell them say he wan leave. You get, I think TDR put out that report, say world class player is ready to join Arsenal, and he has told his club that he wants to leave. When I read the entirety of the report, it's still the same thing. Mikel Marino wants to leave. He has told them he's not signing a contract extension. Say he won't leave. Nobody saying talks I want leave to join Arsenal though. Yes, we don't let that title deceive you. But what he said is he wants to leave. He wants to go and try his luck elsewhere. He gets, because Real Sociedad are they really competing for honors in the La Liga? The answer is no. Get, they are just there. Probably they'll compete for Copa del Rey, but say the league, Champions League, let's say Europa League, they won't go winner. I don't think they are there in the grand scheme of things. So that is why the guy they say, okay, this is an opportunity. Now I get 1 year left on my contract, so it will be very, very easy for me to swap ship. That's why he wants to leave. Now, surprisingly, this news, waiting for your front like this news they cause brouhaha for social media. You know, say UEFA don't drop the 2024-2025 club rankings according to UEFA coefficients. Now, for the ranking, UEFA placed Barcelona 18th. They placed Arsenal 19th. Chelsea did 9th. They placed West Ham at 16th. So now the argument has become, why West Ham would they ahead of the likes of Barcelona and the likes of Arsenal in UEFA coefficient ranking? Say you know make sense. That's the argument. So now give me sports, going to put an analysis on why it is actually so, even though it no look logically sound. Now, the quality also one interesting factor to take into account is the fact that the club coefficients that determine the rankings depend on the team's performance in European tournaments like UEFA Champions League, UEFA Europa League, UEFA Europa Conference League over the last 5 years. Now, over the last 5 years, West Ham have actually performed better than Arsenal in UEFA competitions. Don't forget, West Ham won, I think they won the Conference League. They won the Conference League. Don't forget. So by that doing, what if we don't win for UEFA competitions? We don't really win anything. In fact, the last 5 years, say we did UEFA Champions League. Don't be like the last year, this one will play now. You get. Say we do. How many times don't play Champions League in the last 5 years? Though we play Europa League, but we know winner. So that is the logic behind them being ahead of us in the coefficient ranking. Nobody say they are a better team than Arsenal. You get. So because many people misunderstand the thing for social media. They call it, if you see Twitter, you tag you for the blast there, even Baka fans say the para. I say, who be West Ham in the grand scheme of things? Why West Ham go there ahead of us? So that the analysis give me spot, put the report out. So myself, I really understand them and I agree with them. Now, moving forward, so Aston Villa, surprisingly, what they hear say this Aston Villa are very, very close. I just saw this report this morning that they're very, very close to sealing a shock move. It is really a shock move because it did shock me. A shock move for Amadou Onana of Everton. Now, say Aston Villa already sold Douglas Luiz, give Juve. So there's a void now, and they need to fill up that void. So they won't sign a like-for-like replacement. So that is why they are going for 50 million rated Amadou Onana. Now, the London Evening Standard put out the report as Amadou Onana has been linked with all manner of big clubs this summer, including Barcelona and Arsenal. However, looks like Aston Villa will be winning the race. The Athletic, under David Ornstein, claim Unai Emery's side are closing to sealing a 50 million deal for the Everton star. And everybody know Everton actually wants to sell because they want to invest in that squad. So this one, Baba, I'm not gonna lie for you, it shocked me. It shocked me because we will really say, okay, we'll go sign Douglas Luiz. We'll not forget Luiz, we'll go get Onana. But now, I know they for Onana Campo, I know they in mind though, but this is what I think his thought process is. If he join Arsenal, is it guaranteed the starting shirt? The answer is no. He cannot bench Declan Rice. Because for Arsenal to be going for Mikel Marino, it means Declan Rice will go back to his natural defensive-minded duties. And when Declan Rice does that, Mikel Marino comes back when they play that Shaka role. Because that is what he plays for Real Sociedad, while Martin Zubimendi plays the defensive-minded duty. So you will be on and I won't come join Arsenal, we get Declan Rice for first 11, and that was not to get injured anyhow. How do you think you will replace him? Champions League, if you don't see share, because next season Champions League, it will be different. Every game is a final because you are playing different teams, even though it will be home and away. Just like a Swiss League ranking style. So that's why Onana looks, okay, if I go to Aston Villa, first team Nashola, based on say Douglas Luiz no day there, who can they there going to play for them? They no gets. That's why they are willing to spend 50 million to buy me. Now, do you think Aston Villa will spend 50 million on the player and put him on the bench? They can't afford that luxury. So that be the thought process of Amadou Onana. Like I try to explain to you why you don't need to vex. Say, why you gonna choose Aston Villa ahead of Arsenal? That's just his thinking. Everybody wants to play. In fact, this morning there's a report that come out. It's fine. The thing don't go viral. Julian Alvarez has told Man City he wants to leave. Why is he leaving? Somebody will ask. Because when you are playing at Man City, you are guaranteed laurels. You are going to win things every year. If you don't win the league, you go win Champions League. If you don't win Champions League, you go win Cups. So why is he leaving? Because he wants to play. Everybody wants to play. You get most people know the reason say because I didn't win titles. No, I won't follow partake for the process when win the title. I don't just stay on the sidelines and be winning the title, collecting salary. No, I want to play. So that's the logic behind Amadou Onana swapping ship to Everton. So well, it is what it is. If it materializes. Now, so it will be even another report come and say Onana close to finalizing transfer. Arsenal transfer targets Amadou Onana is close to sealing the move to Aston Villa. According to Athletics, David Ornstein, the Gunners have been long-term admirers of the Belgium international, but he now appears prime for a 50 million move to Aston Villa Park from Everton. Yes, now so it be. So it is what it is. Now, he get one club president for Turkey, where they claim say Arsenal once signed Baraz Yil. Now, Yilmaz plays for Galatasaray. He's a winger. You get. So this report, I just see out today. I just been surprised. Now, make a read out the thing they talk. They say a club president has claimed that Arsenal do in fact have an interest in signing Galatasaray star Baraz Yil. Now, in quotes, we have 20% of Baraz Yil's share, but Galatasaray has not requested a meeting with us on this issue. Now, Kesyorenguku president say that Tahioglu has told Turkish news, whether they call Aksam, I hear Liverpool and Arsenal wants him, but I know that Nuru Sahin definitely wants him at Borussia Dortmund. What the president is saying is, in they aware of the fact, say Liverpool, Arsenal, and Dortmund, they pursue Galatasaray star Baraz Yil. Why is he interested in this deal? Because they have a sell-on clause of 20% on the fee. And he got the talk say Galatasaray never even tell him officially say these people they find this player. You get at the end of the day when you look at the last paragraph, he say I don't think the price will be 50 million euros, which is about 42 million pounds. He can be sold for around 30 million euros, which is about 25 million pounds. This is this detail now. The likes of Fabrizio Romano, them, David Einstein, they never really tell us what's the sub for you. Now this one is internal information. We're supposed to do for the public domain, but because of their own personal interest, so they find. The president's going to divulge this information to Aksam, who now posted it, and now here we are. The information is in the public domain. Now, the next question now becomes, who is this Baraz Yil? Baba, I just run enter research mode. The guy that winger, yes, he did good in his own rights. But the question is, will he replicate those things in the Premier League? And is Arsenal really going for him? Is he just on our transfer short list? Or we really need him? I can't really say for now. So this is a developing story. I believe as time goes on, we'll get more clarity on this particular deal. So that way me, I take Sian. So more just the watch. Now this report only fly around for some few days. I just the watch am. So the Fabrizio Romano the post say Arsenal have submitted first proposal to Ajax for 18-year-old goalkeeper Tommy Setford. Now negotiations are ongoing. Ajax sources see Setford as a big talent. But current deal expires in June 2025. Now, this Setford, now be England under 20 goalkeeper. And the guy, they're really interested in joining Arsenal. Like, he won't join the Hale End Academy because nobody say one buy and put our first 11. No. Want to, because many of our young stars for the Hale End Academy, like the senior ones, they don't come out. So we have to go other people area, go collect their own senior ones, bring them come here. And they say this guy get mad prospects. Say the guy now, like, is a generational talent, from what I read. So that's why Arsenal won't bring him. I mean, not just him. Arsenal are actually trying to recruit other young stars with the out there playing for other clubs. This one never really play for Ajax first team, but he did for the academy, but in good die. According to what we hear. Now, this is Alexis Sanchez, who is actually flaunting our 2024-2025 home jersey. So you never see the jersey before. Now be that way Alexis Sanchez. Where he gets and probably get some backstory on what happened to Alexis Sanchez when he actually leave Arsenal, go join Manchester United. Actually, the video. So they say in September 2020, on joining Manchester United, after the first training session, I realized many things. And when I got back home, I told my agent if I could cancel the contract and go back to Arsenal. You know, say this thing now, I don't hear it before, but I can't see the video now. Where Baba they talk about and say, oh, say this is for Manchester United. Say no believer, no be the way where they just sell the projects to her. So if you want to go back to Arsenal where it was being worshipped. That year. If Arsenal won't play, if you see that enough people, first question they ask now, say Alexis Sanchez they play. Now what you go ask? That's how the players be. When they ask, say Sanchez go play, they say yes. Sure, at least win or draw, sure. You know, say a draw no bet. That year. But well, we never really get somebody else. We gotta get a vibe, gra energy, short outside. Tina, I don't think so. We don't ever replace Alexis Sanchez because the guy was we don't get some kind of mad player. So Ochina Chavin the assassin. Hey, Liverpool 4 goals. They want we said we don't get some kind of players, but it is what it is. That's what it be. Now the biggest news of the day is the fact that Emmanuel Petit, who's an Arsenal legend, is saying Arsenal will dethrone Manchester City if they actually sign Victor Osimhen and Nico Williams. Do you subscribe to this line of thoughts? The answer is partially yes. But it doesn't have to be exactly these players because from the look of things, PSG have offered them £170 million for Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia. So I never know whether Napoli will accept that offer. And at the same time, Barcelona presidents, they talk say they get the money to buy Nico Williams. Even La Liga president Tebas, they talk say Barca fit sign this guy. She sure. Okay, so because I think one of our community members was telling me in the DM that the reason the La Liga president Tebas was coming out to make that kind of pronunciation is because they don't want their talents in Spanish La Liga to live there and go to Premier League. That guy be like icon. So they won't make sure say he stay within. Even if he will come off Atletico Bilbao, let him still stay within the confines of La Liga, which is the same thing Serie A does. You get, they want any good player that's moving from a small club in Serie A to actually move to a big club in Serie A. They don't want to export their talents. But it is what it is. So, my dear Arsenal fans, I think this is a fine place for us to call the show an end. So, it's like come your way in the evening to give you the evening news. So then, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Not get bounce. All right, guys. Bye-bye.